It's been about 10 days, I think. This is June 8th since our last little video, so I wanted to give an update of how things are going in the garden. These are wild bluebells and they are just absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. They're at their prime right now. They're the earliest first wildflower to bloom, and I love having them here in the garden. The irises are just about to bloom too, and these are just wild iris and they're beautiful. Here on this first row, I have worked pretty hard to keep these seeds watered because this is one of the places where I scattered seeds. You can see these red beets are coming up and everything's coming up just a little bit. And it takes a lot of work this time of year to just keep everything watered. But I'm happy with that. They're just coming up and the weeds aren't coming up too bad. So that's that for that row. I got red beets. Some herbs haven't come up yet, but they should. This Swiss chard is just coming up a little bit there. So it's looking pretty good. These strawberries have been growing quite a bit and they've got some blooms on them now. So again, this is remake cloth. It just keeps them a little warmer. You can see how they're blooming under there. So we'll get some strawberries in a bit. This allows the water, the rain to come through, but it doesn't, it keeps it moist and then it heats up the plants a little bit. So that's looking good. You want to take a peek in here. This is hard to get into, but it's working really well. The cucumbers and tomatoes are looking good. They're still small, but you know, it's still early.
They look a little yellow. What's up with that?
I don't know. It could be a nutrient deficiency of some kind. They could need some fertilizer. These beans are looking good. Again, I planted them from my flats as plants in there, and none of them have died, so they're looking good. I have more strawberries under here, and they're also blooming.
Those are much better shaped than the other ones.
Yeah, we'll just have a contest, see which way works a little better. These are my extra bean plants. I don't really need those after all.
You just let them die?
Yeah, I keep them in case I need to fill in some that don't grow, but then I'll just let them die. Here's kohlrabi. I planted these teeny little plants and they're doing awesome. It's just been a challenge keeping things wet because the soil is really dry right now. Fortunately, we've had a couple showers. I've got peas coming up here. I planted those as seeds, so they're just still really small, but they're coming. And those are the edible pod. And then these are Chinese cabbage. And the cutworms, I stopped growing Chinese cabbage because the cutworms just get them. But I heard that putting a little collar around helps because I guess the flies lay eggs. And then the larvae, the little worms, are what chew into there and cut the plant. So hopefully that'll work.
What are these?
Aha! These are one of my favorite perennials. Delphinium. Huge purple bluish flowers, and we've got the cages on them. And I need to put some mulch over this. I was just trying to put a weed barrier down before they got too big. But yeah, those are beautiful flowers. And Joanna's got a bunch of flowers here. And she's got sunflowers and snapdragons and all kinds of things. That's her little garden. And these are broccoli. Again, I put down these little collars around. Hopefully keep the cutworms out. I can't remember what I planted, what these are called. They're like carrots.
They're not a carrot. They're
like a radish or something. Parsnip. But they look like carrots. I just don't see, I thought I saw them coming up. Now I don't see them.
Is that one?
They look like grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't see a lot there yet. I have to keep it moist. And then I just uncovered the carrots today and they are really good. Look at all these carrots. They look like little bit like grass when they first come up. And you can see wherever it's moist, I have to keep it really moist. Carrots are tricky to get started, but our carrots are so delicious here. They're so sweet and good, and you can store them pretty well for the winter time. Can store them for quite a few months. So yeah, everything's looking good. This time of year I usually make a resolution that I'm not going to allow any weeds in my garden this year. So that happens for just a little bit, but it never completely happens. But it's kind of fun because you put the plants out, you keep them watered, there's not a lot of weeds, and you can relax a little bit before everything.
What are these guys to your right?
These are some different pumpkins and squash. This one looks a little dry. And those are beans there. There's some Denali Seed Company winter squash that I really like. Other than that, I haven't had great success with winter squash. Under here, under these sticks are potatoes. They take a while to come up, and I marked them with sticks so I could water them so I could remember where they were planted.
I heard something in there. I was wondering what it was.
Oh, is she in there? That's our cat Valentine. The peas are looking really great. Again, I planted them from the flats as plants, not seeds. And they look awesome. And then this is a row of flowers here. So that's about it. You know, I just wanted to show about 10 days after we got everything in what it's looking like. And I'm really happy with how things are looking. Hopefully we'll have a great crop.
So what's the next step? When will we see your next video?
Well, I want to try to do one every week or 10 days and just show what happens and some of the things that I do and why, and yeah, try to just do one every week or so.
All right, see you next week.